Peace, peace, peace. Yafa Kedar Zion. Yafa Kedar Zion. Oh shit. The nigga with one post on the timeline. What's good, God? I said, let me go live randomly. It's been like 10,000 years since I went live. Sun is shining. I'm out here getting my sun gaze on, eating it up. You know what I mean? So, you know, when the sun is shining directly like this, I like to get my sun gaze on and just eat it all up. Get my breakfast in. You know what I'm saying? Peace, God is life. Peace, peace, peace. You already know, brother. I'm getting reactivated, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was in my root cycle, on my down cycles, on my lower cycles, but that's all right. You know, we climbing back up. I'm about to get back on my breatharianism, and all that good stuff. I said, let me go live real quick, man. The sun is shining. I'm out here eating these rays. I said, what the people doing this morning? So I'm checking up on y'all. What's good? What's good? Talk to me. Zoe. Goddess life. Peace, beloved queen. Peace, beloved queen. Talk to me, y'all, real quick. Hotep. Yo, you know what's funny? I'm not gonna lie. Every time somebody see me, knowing that my ass is supposed to be some conscious ass nigga, all like Hotep. I told myself a long time ago, until I could speak fluent Medu Neter, I'm not Hoteping nobody. Peace to the God, though. Peace to you, brother. Peace to you. Peace to Zoe. Peace to Zoe. Or so, should I say Zoe? Team Perry Fitness. Peace, brother. If that's the Perry I think it is, you know, we always have some good conversations, stimulating the brain and the mind, you know. Yes. So what's popping, y'all? Talk to me. I did this on random on purpose, cause in my DM, had a few people in my DM telling me why I never go live and I haven't done a video for my channel in a little while. Like I said, I've been in my root cycles, y'all. That's one thing we gotta understand. Acknowledge your lower and acknowledge your higher. Stop only wanting to acknowledge your higher. Stop only wanting to acknowledge the crown. Acknowledge the root and acknowledge the crown. When I'm in a down cycle, when I'm in a state of lower vibration or lower frequency, I acknowledge that shit and I embrace it, by the way, because I embrace my devil and I embrace my God. You dig? But yes, every time I repost you, people get mad. That's right, God. It's like, listen, if it ain't making them mad, it ain't working and it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't making them mad, it ain't truth. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling on this rise cycle? You know what I mean? I'm over here getting my breakfast, y'all. I love the sun gaze. And when I sun gaze, see, you got to sun gaze at very specific times, usually sunrise and sunset. But what people don't also go further and teach you that you can sun gaze without looking at the sun. So what I like to do is I don't stare directly at the sun, but I look off at the sun. I use my peripheral vision to absorb that light, to absorb those photons, instead of looking directly at it at the wrong times. Peace, brother. Instead of looking at it at the wrong time. So, you know, I'm out here doing my sun gazing thing right now. It's a little slow. I'm supposed to be servicing. Peace, brother. I'm supposed to be servicing. Thursday, you know. Thursday. You know, thank you, Goddess life, beloved queen. Thank you. I always appreciate y'all that show support, and you know, because when you're not looking, you really looking. Yeah, Zoe, you got that, man. When you're not looking, you really looking. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing that when we say there's a difference between hearing someone and listening. Okay, there's a difference between seeing and vision. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between noticing. You know what I'm saying? And recalling, you know? So yeah, definitely. You know? Even when you face directly to the sun with your eyes closed and you can feel that heat going through your eyelid, that's beneficial as well. What's going down, y'all, though? Yeah, I'm liking it out here right now. I love it when it's that combination of briskness. I love it when the sun's shining at the same time, but then it's not hot. You know what I mean? Best of both worlds. I love that. Your peripheral vision really powerful. Yes, the peripheral is very powerful. It's funny too, y'all, because since we speaking of it, and this is why I love knowledge, because our peripheral is actually remnants of when we had no sclera, when we had no white spot in our eye. What do I mean by that? At one time, our whole eye was an iris, and there was no sclera, no white part. Meaning what? Meaning that peripheral that you're calling peripheral vision was your main vision, and you could see 180 degrees. Not 360, but 180 degrees. So no matter where you're sitting, just like an owl, excuse me, not an owl, what bird am I thinking about? Just like that, a specific species of bird I'm thinking about right now, you can have a completely 180 degree vision by looking straight. Now the remnants of that is our peripheral vision, because now we have sclera, which is the white part of your eye, which you never had. And remember, the darker your eye, the more you absorb light. So this is why blue eyes and so on and so forth are mutations, because your iris is supposed to be dark so you can absorb the photons into your eye. Whole nother lesson. And then on top of that, the eye is already a hole within the iris that goes directly to the brain. Whole nother subject. I ain't even really want to try to make this a class. I just wanted to check on y'all, see how y'all feeling this rising, see what y'all doing, you know. I'm doing my best to be a little bit more direct and hands-on with y'all. I will be doing my lectures soon. I'll be putting together some lectures, you know what I'm saying? So I said I gotta be more hands-on with y'all. I gotta be more consistent. You know, I gotta start doing more videos, more FaceTime. I need to talk to y'all, be more direct. I need some ideas from y'all, anything that y'all might want to hear, anything that Peace from Germany, what's up? Don't get me started on the German. No disrespect to Didem. No disrespect to Didem, but oh my God, don't get me started on those Germans. Those Germans. I mean, that history is another level. But yes, peace to all of y'all. Oh, Black Lotus. The drowning wisdom water has entered. Black Lotus, what's up, beloved queen? What's up, beloved queen? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Miss you. You know, I think about you a lot because your wisdom sometimes is just so refreshing. And when you add on to certain things within the comments, and you know, you just topple it with you know, that feminine perspective that has accumulated within you, that wisdom that, you know, man can never really touch. So Black Lotus, peace to you, beloved, peace to you. J Sunny Boy Hall, peace, brother, peace, peace. You know? But yeah, y'all, we definitely fell. We fell. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even get how far we've fallen. You know, so many vestigial organs in your body. But what makes it vestigial? What makes it useless? What makes it to the point where it's not useful for you anymore? Because you've degraded or you degenerated yourself. And we got to understand that the same way you fell, you can always rise up. There's never no nail in the coffin. There's never no end for us. And you know, sometimes it kills me when I hear a lot of people saying, well, we could never be this and we could never do that, and we're never gonna, we're not this, we're not divine, we're not God. And no, nigga, that's you, nigga. No, you're not that. That's the choice you make. You see what I'm saying? I choose divinity. You see? You know, I choose compliments over equality. I choose divinity over uniting. You see? So yeah, I choose immortality over good health. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Peace, peace, peace to the gods and the goddesses. My kings, knowledge, understanding, noble guidance. My queens, qualities uniting, essential earth nurturing. You know? So on y'all mind today. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Till I gotta make some money. Excuse me, till I gotta accumulate some currency with this fake fiat money. Oh shit. The Great Cave Escape. Peace, brother. For y'all that don't know, Lindsay Lavelle, that's my law student, the one that used to play in the caves. But he's escaped the caves now, finally. Peace, brother, peace, peace. J Sunny Boy Hall. Yeah, y'all, I'm out here doing my little sun gaze, and I love the sun gaze. You know what I mean? So, taking advantage of this sun shining. And I told myself, I said, why not go live? See what the people is doing. See what's on their mind. Let them talk to you. You talk back, you know. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Yeah, man. It's my law student in there, man. Yeah, he finally escaped the caves, though. Or should I say the caves escaped him? I don't know. Yeah, y'all. But it's important. It's important to breathe deep in the morning as we outside right now, breathing deeply, getting your sun rays, your sun gaze in. Even though I'm not gonna lie, y'all know my teaching, the sun, even in itself, is not as important as we think. That's a whole nother subject, but everything can be utilized and everything can be accumulated to your benefit if you choose to do so. So everything has a purpose and a use. We just got to learn how to cultivate it, manipulate it, and make it beneficial for our minds and our bodies to take us to another level. Yes, God is life. Peace. Now, see, my shop, I'm right next to... See, I'm going to let y'all get real personal. Now, look at this shit. Royal Realty, you see? Now, see, we in a black neighborhood, and the shop that I'm in right now is right next to a new real estate office, and I explain to people all the time. I did a video about this, of how each race, group, and culture slices and dices the black pie and people in neighborhood into sections to feed themselves. The Jews own all the property and therefore allow you to rent in it. The Chinese own all the trade perspective, meaning, how would you say, doing the nails, you see what I'm saying, the beauty supply store, the fake ass Chinese food that you think is actually Chinese food. These are all rackets. The East Indian has major retail market, or affordable retail market or cheap retail market. All of y'all favorite stores like Rainbow, like what's the other one? Roxy's and all this. I don't know how it is in other states, but I know up here in New York, when the ladies want to get cute for $1, they like to go to Rainbow and Roxy and all of that stuff, which, by the way, is owned and controlled by East Indians who have the racket within the retail market. Then, of course, you have the Arab who has the corner store and who has the, gas station, 7-Eleven as well, So sometimes we got to think, because when we look through our neighborhood, now, out of these groups, the ones with the biggest rackets is the Asians. The Asians have the beauty salon, the nail salon, the cleaners, the dry cleaners. You see what I'm saying? The Asians got a big racket when it comes to where we live, So we gotta be observant. You know what I mean? We gotta pay attention to all these things and do the math. We gotta do the math. Now, isn't that sad, y'all? You saying it's the same in Cali, it's the same in Toronto. Ain't that sad that everywhere you go around the world, everybody's taking a slice of the black pie and we just sitting there allowing it? But yeah, here's the funny part. Every other race and group has multiple businesses within your neighborhood. But if you look at what you have in your neighborhood, you got 10,000 barbershops and beauty salons on the same block. Now, I can't speak for everywhere else, but I know in New York, we got 20 million, thousand, goddamn billion of the same businesses in the same place all the time. It seems like it's almost like we don't trust each other to do anything else but each other's hair. Is that it with us as black people? Do we only trust black people to do our hair? Do we only have confidence in ourselves to do hair? Is that it? Because that's all I see. Beauty salon next to another beauty salon, next to another beauty salon, next to another beauty salon. That's how it is out here. And then this beauty salon down the block, they got the nerve to have Marilyn Monroe on their wall. We talking about strong, independent black women and got Marilyn Monroe on the damn wall. What? This is why when people want to talk about economics, when people want to talk about black struggle, when people want to talk about the lower human perspectives of our reality as melanated people, I kind of laugh, because you could give any black person $1 billion gajillion dollars. None of that means anything if they don't have the mindset to understand who they are, what exactly that they are, and what they're capable of doing and what needs to be done. I don't care how many damn schools you open up. If you still got a European curriculum, you ain't doing shit. I'm sorry. It sounds nice. It sounds good. But if you're still teaching Columbus discovered anything, if you're still teaching that America was established in 1776, if you're still teaching that nonsense, you're not changing anything and you're not helping one child. I don't care how many schools your ass got. So we need to cut that dumb shit out. And the funny thing about it is, I never learned so much in my life when I stopped going the route of education. When I stopped trying to find specific groups and specific organizations to learn specific things from, that's when my knowledge exploded and expanded beyond any form of limitation. Yes, Goddess Life, definitely. It's funny too, because back in the day they used to call the black people inferior by genetics, but it's quite interesting because something that's inferior to you, you never have any fear of that thing that's inferior rising to any level. So why, if we are inferior genetically as black people, why do you have a problem just leaving us completely alone to our own devices? Because fuck around in 6 months, we'll have Black Wall Streets around this motherfucker all over the damn country. Or corporation. Yeah, y'all. I'm out here. Little chilly, little brisk, but I love it. I love it. Raj shining upon me. Absorbing the rays. Yes, self-taught. Miss Candace. What's going on, Queen? What's going on, beloved Queen? Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Transference of their own image they see in the mirror, their own inferiority. Absolutely. And y'all already know Frances Quest Wilson, the mother queen who has passed in transition, she broke that down lovely. If y'all ain't got your hands on ISIS papers, get ISIS papers. Broke that down lovely. They hated her for it. She went toe to toe with all different type of white scientists and geneticists and shit. Taking a recessive ass down a notch. Yeah, y'all. Coca +3. Coca +3. I'm gonna say Coca. Coca +3. Peace, beloved Queen. Peace, beloved Queen. Oh yes. You melon makes you superior. Neuromelon makes you superior because you the only being with a certain level of neuromelon in your brain and in your body. All right, that damn sure makes you superior. Oh, of course. Well, you remember, every time they see you, you're reminding them they're not human. And that's why when they see you in a place that in their mind you're not supposed to be, they have to immediately go get the slave catcher that they call the police. Because every time they see your skin, your hair, your nose, your lips, your body, your walk, your movement, your rhythm, everything that comes with you, they know that they're not the true human. And then it makes them feel insecure and uncomfortable with their own existence. That's why you have to imitate them to be comfortable around them. Because if you don't imitate them, now they're uncomfortable around you. And then you got to cut your hair off, cut your locks off, cut your afro off, cut your beard off, put on a European suit. Yes, sir. Yada, yada, yada. Good slave. Good job. Nobody could tell me nothing. I done worked around so many white people my whole life. I done had a million different type of jobs, works, hustles. Been on my own since 15, 16 years old. So I've experienced firsthand what these creatures are really like. I've been in different workplaces, different offices, different fields, different trades. So I've been around them for real. And, I've really seen what they're really like. I am everywhere and in everything. They cannot escape our magnificence. That's right. Oh, yeah. They love that. And Melanin Rose, they love that. By the way, I don't know if y'all ever noticed. Have y'all ever noticed that white people like to talk very close to you? Now, this is something I might do a lesson on this. I've never mentioned this before, but they have something that animals do. If any of y'all got pets, especially cats or dogs or something, if you notice, animals will crawl up on your chest or animals will come close to your face and they'll actually start, how would you say, recycling your breath. What they're actually doing is recycling your life force. So if you notice, white people will come close to you. Hey, what do you think about so-and-so? Can I ask you about... They talk very close to you because within their energy, they don't realize they're doing it. But this is a animalistic perspective. They're actually siphoning the life force that's coming out of your breath, out of your solar plexus. Because when you breathe, you're breathing from the lungs, which go through the solar plexus and come out the mouth. So when they're talking to you, they're actually trying to recycle your breath. And they're actually trying to breathe in your essence, breathe in your spirit, and feed off of it. They don't realize they're doing it, but they're doing it. And many animals do that too. Come right up to your mouth and your face, talk real close to you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all. Well, that's what they are. That's what the sixth ether is. That's what the sixth ether is. The sixth ether has to absorb in order to survive. So, you know, and once I want to be clear, I know a lot of people think I hate white people or anything like, but it's like saying you hate a wolf or you hate a lion. You know what I mean? I don't hate a predator or a carnivorous creature. All I do is know what they are and acknowledge their nature, acknowledge their genetic, acknowledge their traits to know where I'm supposed to be as the human or divine being compared to their animalistic existence. So it's not about hate. It's about observation and reality for what something actually is compared to what I want it to be. So instead of projecting your humanity onto these creatures, understand what they are. When you see a lion somewhere, what do? Oh, that lion is beautiful, that lion's nice. You stay the fuck away from it, though. You don't bring a lion into your house. You don't bring a wolf into your house, okay? You don't bring a bear into your house. Does that mean you hate them? No. That means you understand that they are animals and that they do not belong in the environment that you are building for yourself and your divine family, okay? I know what these motherfuckers are. Do you? I don't hate nothing. That is too much energy, because hate and love is a thin line. So if I hate your ass, that really mean I love you. So I don't love them motherfuckers. Excuse me, I don't hate the motherfuckers. I just know what they are. I don't hate a rat. I don't want a rat in my house, but I don't hate a rat. I see a rat, let the rat go do its business. I don't care. But I know what a rat is. I'm not going to lay with a rat, not going to kiss a rat. All right? So I just wanted to clear that up, because I know a lot of people, oh, he's racist and he's hateful. Ain't got nothing to do with hate. Everything I speak has to do with science, facts, historical references. I could give you anything to support anything I speak of. And that's why a lot of people, they either just disappear from my comments or just don't say shit, you know, or they just try to report me. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing pretty good keeping my page Fisher Price. Been keeping my page super PG, because, you know, the constant flagging and the erasing the pages, it just gets real old after a while. And I'm not gonna lie, losing my last 2 pages, over 8,000 posts and information, that did kind of hurt. But see, the beautiful part about being who we are as you melanin people, as divine people, it's always up here. So no matter how many pages they erase, no matter how many civilizations they erase, we always do it again, because we can. And this is why, by the way, this also proves to you that the information and the knowledge that people want to claim as European is not theirs. You know why? Because how many times have their civilizations fallen and they couldn't rebuild it? If knowledge is truly within you and you know it, I don't care how many times you destroy my kingdom, I can rebuild it 10 miles down to the left, 10 miles down to the right. Because that information is inside me, it's locked in my DNA. But if I'm someone who just stole it from everybody, then by the time that civilization fell, which I stole, I could never rebuild it, because it's not in here. And this is why they go, well, the Greeks lost all of their knowledge. What do you mean lost their knowledge? It wasn't theirs in the first place. That's why they lost it. That's why they lost it. So every time you hear, for the few of y'all that's still going to school, because I know I got some followers who are in my DMs a lot, and they ask me a lot of questions so they can ask their teachers, whether it's about anthropology, whether it's about certain archaeological facts. You know, ask your teacher, how did the Greeks fall? How did the Romans fall? How did they lose their knowledge? Because when you study history, a lot of history teachers will tell you that that the Greeks fell and they lost the knowledge of bathing and blah, 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 blah. How do you lose something like that if it's yours? If it's inside your blood and your DNA, you don't lose it. But if you stole the shit, if you showed up and it was already there, and then somebody who looks like you comes and destroys it, you damn right you can't motherfucking recreate it, because it was never yours. And it don't come from your mind. It's no different from when they used to steal inventions from slaves and patent it themselves. They could never remake it. That's why they keep coming out with sequels to sequels to sequels. They can't make nothing new, because their pineal gland is completely calcified. So they have to keep remaking the remake to the remake to the remake to the remake. Every time you turn around, it's a remake of a remake of a remake. Come on now. No creativity. And creativity comes from the melanin and the pineal gland. All right? That's why as soon as a nigga get locked up, the nigga turn into a damn scientist. Am I lying? Shoot, how many of y'all know brothers that's locked inside, and then all of a sudden they turn into goddamn professors and shit? Because once we as black people are cornered, and once we're placed in a box, something inside opens up. When we stop being distracted by the world, to stop being distracted by our bills, distracted by trying to have fun and trying to perpetuate and project this image of being successful due to a European perspective, then we start opening something that lays dormant, but it's never gone. And this is why niggas will go to jail and start making fucking lighters and batteries and baking cakes on radiators and shit. Making something out of nothing. That's the melanin magic I'm talking about. Let's talk about the fact that everything is in your blood. Let's talk about the fact that when you look at black people during the 60s, 70s, and 80s who created a lot of gangs in California, who created a lot of gangs in certain territories, let's talk about the fact that they were unconsciously projecting mudras. Because what is all of this? What is all of that? That's a mudra. And that's something that we already knew. Show me the biker gangs who had all of this. Biker gangs don't do that. White gangs don't do that. Because they don't understand, they don't have the innate nature inside them to understand what a mudra is. A mudra is how you move energy through your hands, through your body. There's something inside our DNA that has all of this stuff locked in. We just don't know what to call it. So next thing you know, we start making all of these, you know what I'm saying? We start making all of these different signs and stuff. Why did we do that? What inside us as Crips and Bloods and A-Trays and all this, what inside us made us start doing all of this? Where did that come from? It's not like we got to do that. We already wearing blue. We already wearing red. You already know what I'm repping. So why do I have to do all of this extra shit? There is something in your DNA that is connected to the science of the mudras, connected to the science of prana, connected to the science of the ancient Kush civilization, connected to the science of Indish Kush. And then you start replaying it in your life, not knowing where it comes from. Same thing with breakdancing. Okay? Breakdance is very old and ancient tribal dance. All right? Same thing with twerking. We want to judge women and we want to judge females all the time, but at the end of the day, twerking is an African tradition. They just wasn't doing it butt naked. That's the difference. Y'all doing it butt naked now. So if we pay attention every 25 to 30 years, every new generation, there's something that seems to unlock within that generation of children or generation of young people. Whether it's bringing back hip hop, because hip hop is not an invention. It's always been there. You see what I'm saying? Hip hop came from the Oracle. You see what I'm saying? Whether something sparks every new generation that comes with a new trend and a new style that we think is new, but that has been laying dormant within your DNA and your blood for centuries and millenniums. We got to be aware of that, y'all. All we got is our mind at that point. We got to be aware of it. We got to be aware of it. Yes, yes, yes. So everything exists within us. That's why it's not a mistake the new dances we come out with. It's not a mistake the different styles we come up with, because those styles are laying dormant within your bloodline. And even though you might not know where it comes from, it's still within you, and you still know how to do it. You still know how to speak it. You still know how to project. Why are we the only group of people? Why are we the only group of people that when we come into contact with an oppressor's language or suppression language, we immediately create Ebonics, Patois, Creole, all these different things? Why? Because inside our blood, inside our DNA, we know how to recreate a language that's not even ours. Because the way we talk, there's something that's locked and encoded inside of our blood that says, no, I'm not going to say over there. I'm going to say there. If you know the power of the vowels, if you know the power of tones off of your tongue, you will understand what I'm saying. And this is why white people need definitionaries that they call dictionaries, but it should be called definitionaries, because dictate is how you say it, not what it means. But that's another subject. But nobody could show me an ancient dictionary. Show me a dictionary invented by a black nation or a tribe. You don't need no dictionary, because we can feel the word. We feel when you say it to us. We know what context it's in. We don't need another book to tell us whether it's right or wrong or whether it's this or that. That's something that's innate inside you. White people need that shit. White people need to go, oh, that's bad. Bad meaning negative and not really good. We could say bad 5,000 different ways. And you know exactly what we talk about when we say it. So, you know, we got to recognize these facts. Absolute facts. Every time I see one of these Khazarian, Ashkenazi motherfuckers pass me, I speak very loud. Now, an Ashkenazi just passed me a second ago. And it's funny because when you say that, they give you this look. How the fuck this nigger know that? They give you this look. I've got it a million times. Ashkenazi, Khazarian, goddamn Judaism converts of 700 AD. We need to start calling all these motherfuckers what they are. When you walk into that beauty supply, say good morning to that Mongoloid. That is Mongoloid genetics. All right? 47th chromosome. All right? Understand there's a reason why they're so cold. It's a genetic perspective. Genetics play in everything. Yeah, y'all. Peace, peace, peace. But people think, man, wait for smoke, wait for smoke. Every day I smoke, I'm in a joke. Yeah, y'all. Video timeline, video time. Video timeline? What do you mean, video timeline? Cause y'all know I'm still old school, so I'm still learning this as we go. Regina Charlisa, what's going on, beloved queen, beloved mother queen? How you doing? Yes, I always dig your posts too. Always dig your posts. A video timeline. Now, what do you mean by video timeline? Because I love to learn, and I gotta definitely start learning, how would you say, these apps and these social whatever the hell more, so I could start utilizing it and manipulating it more for y'all and for us, you know. Black History, then when K's popped up. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm just sitting here freestyling because I just got y'all on live right now. But honestly, Melanin Rose, I think we drowned in that already. You know, especially your page. Your page shuts all of that down. I'm ready for next levels now. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know what I'm ready to really talk about? The cliche lines that we say to each other as conscious people. Here's my favorite. You are a spirit having a human experience. Who the fuck breaks that down? Can anybody break down what that really means? Because I hear so much cliche namaste bullshit, but I don't hear anybody breaking down what it actually means. And I planned on doing a video for my YouTube about this subject, but let me put it real quick. Can anybody tell me, if we are not humans, but we're actually spirits having a human experience, can anybody tell me what that's for? Can anybody tell me why?
The fuck? If I move, you move just like that. Boy, you gonna make me kill you.
I love my people. But anyway, yes. Can anybody explain that? I mean, I don't even need you to explain it. If we are not really humans, but we're spirits having a human experience, can anybody explain why we had the human experience in the first place? Why don't we just, as a matter of fact, Ayana Ears, I think it was her. I think it was you, beloved queen, that was in my DM not too long ago asking this question. It can't be explained. It has to be felt, worth emotions, I think. Now, yes, it can be explained. Now, the explanation, whether it is sufficient for the individual listening, that's another subject. But the fact of the matter is, There's a reason why your so-called spirit or your soul has merged with your body on this physical plane. The main reason for your so-called human experience as a spirit within this third dimensional plane in existence is to merge the physical with the spiritual. Your experience here is to know for a fact through the physical experience that there is no disconnection from the spirit and the physical. That's why you're here. And how exactly do you do that? I don't hear people talk about that either. Now, why is it that the human body has so many different nerve centers in so many different specific places and points upon the human body from head to toe? Who created that design, and why is it necessary to have nerve endings on your nipple? Why is it necessary to have more concentrations of nerves on the back of your neck than the front of your neck? Why is it necessary to have a concentration of nerves on your anus? Why is that necessary? Why is it necessary that certain parts of your body have very little feeling and then other parts of your body are extremely stimulated when they're touched? And as we already know, what are the nerves doing during time of stimulation? Sending electricity back and forth to the neuron. So every time I stimulate you sensually or sexually, I'm charging your body. Now, when your human ego comes in and separates the two, I've failed my task. Because it's the human ego that separates the sexual perspective into a box of only pleasure, a debauchery, and something negative. And separates that perspective from the human body. And this is where we fail. Because it is your combination of experiences of stimulation throughout the body combined that bring you to another level of euphoria and ecstasy. Here's the problem. We don't understand that the euphoria and ecstasy is supposed to be our vehicle to the spirit world. So instead, we're only using it for self-gratification, so we don't reach there. That's the problem. So we don't reach there. We get our nut off, we get our orgasm, we get whatever, and then we roll over. That's not how it's supposed to be. That energy is supposed to be held, charged, it's supposed to be conducted, it's supposed to be concentrated, it's supposed to be magnified. And then you realize that you are not any different from the spiritual, and the spirit's not different from you. You actually are one. That's the point. Yeah, it sounds nice to say we're spirits having a human experience. That sounds real nice. But if you cannot break it down to me, if you cannot give me specific details, techniques, and none of that shit, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're just regurgitating something to sound fucking cool. And y'all know Mind Ascension. I don't say nothing to y'all I can't break down. Bonita Black, but how? I just said a small part of how. I'm not going to go into details about the how because right now, this live is just basically just to connect with y'all and, you know, let y'all see me. And, you know, I was in the middle of my little sun gazing, so I said, let me give y'all a little shout out and see what y'all doing. But the how is simple. The how is basically utilizing the nerve endings all over your body, which are nothing but different chakra points because, of course, you have more than 7. All right, they only are constantly promoting 7 because 7 is what the 6th ether possesses. And when I say the 6th ether, I'm really talking about the black 6th ether, which is the East Indian. Okay? But the original or origin, all root of the planet, humans have more than 7 chakras. And when I talk about more than 7, I'm not talking about the fact that we know there's like over 200 all over the body. I'm talking about the main ones. I'm talking about the main ones. So every eumelanin dominant being has anywhere between 7 to 9 to 12 chakras, main center chakras. And then on top of that, we have chakras all over the body. And that was quite interesting because if you look at the chakra system, it's aligned with the endocrine system. When we look at the endocrine system and the chakra system, it's aligned with the spinal cord system. Okay? Yep. There's so many ways I could go with this. I'm keeping it light right now, though. But what I'm talking about right now is utilizing the nerve endings of your body that have been strategically placed by something, because man didn't create woman, man didn't create man. Woman did not design woman or design man. She gave birth to man, but man is not her designed per se, with specifics put in place by her mind. Man is the degeneration of herself. So that's not the same. And I'm saying all of this to say that no male, no chauvinistic, so-called whatever man invented the fact that a woman's nipples should be sensitive. No man invented the fact that a woman's clitoris should be sensitive. No man invented the fact that the anus should be sensitive. No man invented the fact that the nape of your neck should be sensitive. No man invented the fact that your temples should be a part of your skull that allows an opening into your brain. Nobody that is not beyond the human perspective create this. And these things are not created by accident. They're created to be utilized and combined to bring you to higher levels of your existence and your energy. Okay? A lot of men don't understand that sometimes when they have sex, and then of course they release, and this should be common knowledge, of course, and I'm sure it is with y'all, that every time he release, he's feeling void of that energy for a reason. Woman is the opposite though, because woman is a plethora. She's a how would you call it? She's a reservoir. So she doesn't have to hold back anything. She actually has to let go. As a matter of fact, ladies, this is what builds blockages in your body that stop you from orgasm, because you're so worried about being vulnerable during that time. You're so worried about a man taking control or a man feeling like he has something over you that internally you're blocking yourself. You're trying to guard yourself while allowing your physical body to be open. And those two things are going two different ways, which leads you to no orgasm, to no pleasure. And a lot of y'all are blocked. Since we're talking about this, let's talk about the other side. A lot of men are mentally and verbally emasculated to the point that they become impotent. What do I mean by that? A lot of men think that they have to take some type of foods and testosterone or whatever to keep their penis hard and that. Now don't get it twisted. Many of us are so-called, y'all know me, but so-called, many of us are malnourished, and many of us do not possess the proper combination of minerals and ingredients within our body, especially as the masculine energy, to conduct ourselves within our function. So yes, there's times where it's your diet, but let's be honest, the other side of that, men, brothers, sometimes y'all are mentally emasculated by the women that y'all with, and y'all can't perform because the mental perspective actually causes a form of impotence inside your body. Because you're so worried about performing a specific way, on top of knowing that everything is based on your skill as a man. Ladies, it's just the truth, because y'all can lay there, y'all could be anything, and as long as you cute, as long as you ain't ugly and fucked up, you really ain't got to do too much. Now, I'm not saying you ain't got to do nothing, but let's be honest, ladies. It's the man who has to initiate. It's the man who has to conquer. It's the man who has to show you he's the one. It's the man who has to show and prove to you for you to give up of yourself. And a lot of women don't even give you their best until they know what type of man you are. A man has to give his best off the gate, or he might not get another chance. So we're the exact opposite. And a brother who did a consultation with me not too long ago, he was speaking about this, him and his spouse, significant other, and feeling that, knowing that she wasn't satisfied. And I was explaining this to him, and all right, brother, a lot of times our women who are now in a masculine energy, they're so aggressive, they're so forward, they're so direct, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you got to understand, that's my nature. So when you come into my presence with that aggressive masculine mindset and attitude, and you want to squirt and you want to have 20 orgasms and shit, and I didn't even get in there yet, and I'm just sitting there like, oh shit, she wants me to make her do this and make her do that and da da da, and the next thing you know, mentally I become emasculated because you want me to perform like a porn star, but then at the same time, as a man, my function and my purpose is based on what I provide to you. So if in the slightest I feel like you are not satisfied, it's a form of emasculating me. You see? So a lot of times, I think one of our biggest issues as relationships and couples is that we don't explore each other. And I find it so crazy how we live in a society where everybody is so quick to want to support every form of sickness and sexual sickness, but yet everything between man and woman seems to be taboo today. Has anybody noticed that? When a man admits something he likes to a woman, or a woman admits something she likes to a man, it's taboo between those two. But then a man or a woman can talk about how, homo is great and transformers are normal and all. We can talk about all this sickness as if it's normal. But then as soon as we confide in each other to explore each other's bodies and what we really like and what we really want to try and be curious about, then we're scared. We become taboo. We get taboo and we start hesitating and we start doubting ourselves. Then we start denying ourselves those pleasures. We start denying ourselves those experiences. And when we deny ourselves those experiences, we create blockages. And then we create blockages, we can't be pleased. We can't be pleasured. And that's one of the biggest problems that we have. So we got to cut all that shit out. And one of the fastest way to cut that shit out is lose the human ego. We got to lose that human ego, man.
Yeah, man, everything, man. All this shit right here, too, man. Wow.
But what y'all think, y'all? What y'all think about that? Am I still going? Am I still on here?
Yo, when you turn the hose on and the brush. Yo. This when they're done. Turn the hose on and the brush. I'm brushing.
Let me get some feedback, y'all. Y'all still there? What's up? Let me get some feedback. Yeah, man, we gotta be more open with each other. We gotta take those limitations down between each other. If you're attracted to somebody, let it be known. You know what I'm saying? That love, let it be known. This lady Bugs, what's up, beloved queen? Peace. Yeah, instead of pushing all type of sickness on our children, we need to discuss with each other as men and women and explore each other's fantasies, curiosities, and bodies together, and be open with that. Stop being open for every other form of debauchery and sickness that can't be done without either a surgeon or without going to a store to buy some shit made out of plastic. I don't understand how that makes sense. Oh my God, it's peace. Hey, what's up, brother? I said, let me go live until I got some work to do, you know? Yeah, y'all, but yeah. Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess 9, peace. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to get to servicing. You know, I didn't plan this, y'all. I just wanted to touch base with y'all and see what y'all doing and make an effort to be more consistent with showing my face and talking to y'all and stuff like that, because I know I don't do that a lot. You ready? You should put something in. I wouldn't. Oh, I don't have no change. I have no change. Sorry, brother. Yeah, definitely put something in there. They jump out on your ass like ninjas over here, bro. Yeah. Let me get some feedback, y'all, before I end this live. Let me know. Yes, Melanin Rose. Yes, Melanin Rose. You already know. And it's a shame, too, because, you know, a lot of relationships, they end because we're so scared to tell each other what we're into. That's messed up. A lot of men and a lot of women have allowed good relationships to be dismantled because they're so scared or hesitant or do not want to disclose their personal fantasies or their curiosities or something they just want to try, you know? And that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Don't get me started on that cheat shit. That's a market, by the way. I hope y'all understand that shit. They got cheater shows. They got cheater apps. They got cheater everything. That shit is a fucking market. If your man is handling his business, if he's coming home to you, if he's making sure that you need nothing, if he's making sure that you're pleased, leave the motherfucker alone. Cut that dumb shit. Cut that dumb shit. Because it's so sad how many women have rejected and got rid of a man based on the fact that he is a desirable man and women actually want him. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's a damn shame. Unless that man is putting hands on you, abusing you, doing all type of crazy shit to you, get rid of his ass. But if he's paying those bills, if he's loving you, if he's giving you attention, if you call and he picks up the damn phone, if he comes home with groceries, if basically he's making your life easier, better, uplifting you, leave his ass the fuck alone. And why in the world would you think that bitches don't want to chase him in the first place? The more quality of a man you got, the more bitches gonna be chasing him. Hello? What the hell is wrong with y'all? You know, cut that shit out. Because at the end of the day, no matter how hard you go, we've been practicing polygamy forever and it's not going away. Your 10 baby daddies, that's polygamy. Your 5 baby mamas, that's polygamy. God damn it. and you're not going to get rid of it. So stop fighting it so hard and change the definition of cheating. Cheating is neglect of who is your responsibility. Once a man starts neglecting you, once a man stops living up to his purpose and his responsibility to you, once a man stops providing to you, now he's a cheater. Now he's no good. Don't say a man is no good after you spent 5-10 years and he's made your life better. But because you found a phone number or a text message, you're going to destroy a whole relationship and get rid of an entire good man? That don't make no damn sense. And by the way, let me add this one little thing before I get in here, y'all. Because you know me, I like to go on both. I'm coming right now. I like to get on both sides. Brothers, I don't give a damn how many men my woman's been with. That's not my concern. My concern is when she is with me and she is my possession, how she's going to have respect for my manhood and how I'm going to cherish her as a woman and make her better as a woman. I don't give a damn if she has sex with 10 billion niggas. And as a matter of fact, I find it to be a compliment that she feels that she can be with me and still be satisfied after a 10 million nigga gangbang. So brothers, cut that shit out. Because let me tell you something. That whore, that slut stuff that we talk today, shit never existed in our ancient language. There was no word for whore or slut. So stop shaming women. Now, I'm not condoning women sleeping around, but I'm saying that a lot of men are so insecure that they think one penis before them automatically makes a woman a whore or automatically makes them insufficient to satisfy that woman. And that's an insecure man. I don't give a damn how many women, I don't give a damn how many men a woman of mine has been with. As long as she has the potential to listen, as long as she is feminine, and as long as she respects my manhood, I could have a relationship with her. And I could love her just the same. You know, so we gotta grow up out of that. Our egos is destroying us. You see, and this is also destroying us too. You see that? You see that? Now see, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. But you know. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna cut this short. What y'all think about that before I get out of here? Why women don't want to share. You gonna keep the jacket on? Keep the jacket on? Yes, Melanin Rose. Alright, y'all, I'm about to get up off here. I'm gonna come back too. Alright? I love y'all.